Hi again guys, this is FD for Sage5.tv once more back with another video, and today we are going to look at another Polkadot parachain, and this time we will be looking at Integrity, a privacy enabling network on the Polkadot network. Before we proceed guys, please note that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some dude on YouTube trying to share my own views with regards to the crypto space, and we are going to be reviewing Integrity with a view to see if we can add it to our 2k to 100k challenge. Our 2k to 100k challenge is a public portfolio we share with our viewers, from opening a position to seeing the progress all the way to the next bull run. Whenever that comes, no one knows yet. As part of our review, we are going to apply our own DYOR risk evaluation. This is where we apply 13 elements that we then rate between 0 and 10 before we allocate some scores, and those scores will be matched with predetermined risk levels to assess whether Integrity is a good project to invest in, or is it too high risk for us to jump into. Okay, let's jump in. Integrity is a highly scalable privacy enabling network in the Polkadot ecosystem, with parachains on both Polkadot and Kusama, with Kusama serving as an experimental sandbox for developers to trial new applications before launching them on the more commercial leaning Polkadot. Following its Kusama parachain auction slot success, Integrity was onboarded onto the Kusama network in February of this year, which is 2022, while onboarding onto Polkadot network was scheduled for late August 2022, which was last month. Integrity platform enables firms and decentralized applications to process their users' data in a privacy-preserving manner that aids compliance with GDPR and other privacy regulations. GDPR is a European standard on consumer privacy. So how does Integrity work? By deploying a remote attestation, RA in short, registry on Polkadot and Kusama public blockchain, Integrity guarantees trust that a remote party runs the agreed process in a genuine, trusted execution environment, or TEE in short. This will provide all users with assurance that their data can only be processed in pre-agreed ways in an isolated and trustworthy hardware environment. By combining the auditability of Polkadot with the confidentiality and speed of trusted execution environments, Integrity delivers verifiable privacy at scale. For those of you who are not in the know, here's some general information as far as trusted execution environments are concerned. A trusted execution environment, or TEE in short, is an isolated layer within a computer processor that runs separately from the standard operating system. Any data processed within a TEE is accessible to no one, not even the administrator. In order to trust that a remote party runs the agreed process in a genuine trusted execution environment, remote attestation using a digital signature from the TEE manufacturer is required. So for example, if your processor is manufactured by Intel, Intel will have to provide that digital signature via the trusted execution environment. So what is Integrity's purpose? Integrity is a network of layer 2 solutions in the public and permissioned trust anchor for verifiable and confidential computing. Through collaboration with third-party blockchain developers and enterprise clients, the Integrity parachain serves as a versatile planting ground for a vibrant array of scalable, interoperable blockchain applications, services, and platforms. So what's on offer from Integrity? It offers software development kit, or SDK. The SDK enables developers to overcome speed, scalability, and confidentiality challenges and build high-performance blockchain applications and services in the form of sidechains, all the while protecting the developers from the sheer complexity of dealing with trusted execution environments. What's also on offer is Attestia, or Attestar. Attestia is an attestation service designed to authenticate the validity of trusted execution environments in a decentralized and permissionless way. And then finally, we've got Tiareco, as in Oracle. Tiareco is a solution that provides API data to any substrate-based blockchain in a secure and efficient way. It bridges the gap between Web 2 and Web 3 to make data available between Web 2 and Web 3 for the benefit of all Polkadot as well as Kusama ecosystem decentralized application. Now on to tokenomics for the Integrity network. Ticker symbol TIER, TEER. Total supply 10 million TIER tokens. Circulating supply at the point at which we're doing this video, 3.46 million, or 35%. Now on to tiered token distribution. The founders were allocated 5%, or 500,000 TIER tokens. The treasury was allocated 5%, or 500,000 TIER tokens. Ecosystem development was allocated 25%, or 2.5 million tokens. Parachain slot auctions were allocated 30%, or 3 million TIER tokens. And finally, early adopters were allocated 35%, or 3.5 million TIER tokens. Now, 4 elements will give us what insiders actually normally control/own. So founders at 5%, treasury at 5%, parachain slot auctions at 30%, early adopters at 35%, which gives us a total of 75% tier tokens that were originally under the control of insiders. Obviously, as of this moment, that number has come down drastically. One possibility being that the insiders have been selling some of their tier tokens to raise funds or just to get out of that project. Now, as I've already said, we are going to apply our DYOR risk evaluation, and we are going to consider the 13 elements that we are going to apply as part of our DYOR risk evaluation. The 13 elements are as follows. On decentralization, integrity is a parachain on Kusama and Polkadot, both of which are decentralized, scalable, and secure protocols that serve as the foundation for interoperable networks of blockchains. Integrity enables multiple firms or consumers to query data or process data in pre-agreed ways in a decentralized manner without having direct access to the underlying data set. Collators on integrity produce parachain blocks and send them together with a proof of validity, or POV in short, to relay chain validators for validation and finalization. Block production and validation happen in trusted execution environments. Therefore, validators can trust each other and the consensus protocol is greatly simplified. So where there's trust, it means consensus is achieved quite quickly. So collators can also rely on trust, thereby giving us the faster transactions and finality timescale. As far as security is concerned, all Kusama and Polkadot parachains benefit from the pooled security provided by Polkadot's relay chain, or as in Kusama's relay chain. In addition, the execution of transactions or requests on trusted execution environments provide rock-solid guarantees that user data will not be compromised. Trusted execution environments allow integrity to execute any state update without sharing data with the blockchain validator or other users. Private token transfers, private smart contracts, and private state channels thus become possible with little computational effort. As far as scaling is concerned, sidechain validators, or SCVs, operate second-layer sidechains. Block production and validation happen in trusted execution environments. Therefore, the validators can trust each other, and the consensus protocol is greatly simplified, leading to superior scalability in terms of both latency and throughput. It is to be expected that sidechains will need to operate no more than a handful of SCVs to guarantee availability. The end result is a sub-second block production times and a combined 1 million transactions per second. Okay, that's mega. 1 million transactions per second. We will need to see that in action, not just a claim, because I think at this moment in time it's all theoretical. What about interoperability? As integrity is a Polkadot as well as a Kusama parachain, integrity can deploy Polkadot's signature technology in the form of the cross-consensus messaging, or XCM, to communicate with other parachains. In addition, integrity is not just interoperable with other projects on the Polkadot and Kusama networks, that is, other parachains. It can also interface with any light client-capable blockchain or Web2 application. As far as the project team is concerned, there are 17 members according to LinkedIn. Social media presence via Twitter, Integrity has got 21,600 Twitter followers and 3,472 Discord members. Now, let's go on to use cases for Integrity and its tier token. The tier token use cases are utility, which involves paying for the use of the Integrity network. That involves, sending messages or transactions. You pay using the tier token. You can also use the tier token for governance. That is, the tier token is used for decision making about the future of the network. Fundamental use cases include Integrity's SDK, which can be used to develop any blockchain-based solution in need for speed, confidentiality, and scalability. The Tierco, as in Oracle, the Tierco framework is equally flexible and can retrieve data for basically any smart contract application. Attestia provides verifiable computation and privacy for all users of TEE technology, totally independent of the application or data processed within the TEE. Now, let's move on to the DYOR risk evaluation scores and results. As I've already said, we consider 13 elements as part of our DYOR risk evaluation for Integrity, and the 13 elements, some of them we've covered them during our overview. The 13 elements are as follows. You got decentralization, security, scaling, interoperability, project team, social media via Twitter, social media presence via Discord. What about the age of the project? How old is the project? Use cases, tokens initially issued at project launch, tokens in circulation at the point at which we're doing this video, maximum tokens available, as well as insider token allocation. Now, for the final one, insider token allocation does not necessarily mean tokens that are owned by insiders, but those that insiders have some influence and they can decide how that is spent. We call that insider token allocation. Now, onto the scores then. On decentralized centralization, we gave integrity 7.5 points out of 10. On security, we gave integrity 7.5 points out of 10. Scaling, 7.5 points out of 10. Interoperability, 10 points out of 10, because we think integrity is designed for interoperability as well as the network it is built on, which is Polkadot. Polkadot itself is built for interoperability. Our project team, 7.5 points out of 10. Social media via Twitter, 7.5 points out of 10. Social media via Discord, 2.5 points out of 10. Age of the project, 2.5 points out of 10, because the project is relatively new. As far as use cases are concerned, we are going to give integrity 5 points out of 10. Total tokens in circulation at the point at which we are doing this video, 5 points out of 10. Maximum tokens available, 10 out of 10, because it's 10 million, which is even less than Bitcoin's maximum tokens available, and there is a hard cap. Insider token allocation, we are going to give it 0 because it marches through our threshold of maximum 30%. Integrity's insider token allocation has been gauged to be around 75%, so we are going to give them 0 points out of 10. Okay, now that we got those scores, we are going to allocate the overall score for integrity within 4 risk categories. It's all about risk. We are trying to manage our risk, and at this point in time, we've got 4 risk categories. If a project scores between 0 to 64 points out of 130, we call it the no-go category, so that's the highest risk. When a project scores between 65 and 89 inclusive out of 130, we call that could go to 0 category. When a project scores 90 points to 109 points out of 130, we call that potential category, which means the risk is a lot better than the 2 levels below that. And then finally, the go for it category, where a project must score between 110 and 130 or inclusive out of 130. We call that go for it category. So how did integrity perform here? A project showing so much promise. Integrity scored a mega total of 75 points out of 130, which puts it within the could go to 0 category. What a score for a fledgling project on Polkadot and Kusama. For those who have been following our DYOR risk evaluation activities, you may well know that most of the projects we've been evaluating, especially those with showing a lot of promise, they are falling within the could go to 0 category. So integrity here is in good company. You're talking of the likes of Ethereum, Cosmos, Avalanche, and many others. So integrity here is in good company. Away from the risk evaluation scores, we think integrity has got a lot of potential. What do you guys think? For those of you who follow this channel, you will recall that we have already covered 2 other Polkadot parachains that are bringing more or less the same products that integrity is bringing to the Polkadot network as well as Kusama network. That is decentralized previous preserving Web3 applications using blockchain technology. And those 2 parachains are Fala network and Kilt protocol. And those 2 form part of our 2K to 100K challenge. Which one will come out on top? No one knows. What do you guys think? Comment down below and let us know. Whilst you're down there, guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe as well as smash that notification bell. As far as integrity, Fala, and Kilt protocol, which previous preserving parachain do you think will come out on top? I've played around with Kilt Foreign Wallet and explored the DIDs or DID, decentralized identification, and social KYC on Kilt protocol, and I must say it worked like a dream. It was user friendly. We are yet to explore Fala network and integrity are bringing to the table. For transparency, I currently do not hold the tier token privately or publicly in our public 2K to 100K challenge portfolio. So are we going to consider integrity as one of our positions within our 2K to 100K challenge? Well, according to our DYOR risk evaluation toolkit, now is probably not a bad time to look into this project. If you want to know whether we're going to be making a move or opening a position in integrity, you may want to consider staying in touch. We are available on Twitter. That's where we post some of our most sensitive announcements on Twitter. You never know. One of those announcements might well involve the tier token, whether we have opened a position. You can never be certain as to when that happens. Following us on Twitter might be a good move if you are closely following our 2K to 100K challenge. What do you guys think about integrity as a project? Again, comments down below and let us know, guys. Until next time, this is FD for Sage5.tv signing out. Bye for now.